Hello everyone. You are watching the channel In Search of Facts. As you know, in order to prove something to someone, it is better to do it not with words, but with actions. And France is in many ways an example of this. Leclerc XLR was a testament to how seriously France takes the desire to be at the forefront in modern armored battles. Geo Industries, known as Nexter Systems until 2000, produced the Leclerc main battle tank, and it has been a reliable member of the French army for many years. In March 2000 of the 15th year, when the Defense Procurement Agency of the French Army approved the Nexter project, as part of the Scorpion program, they began implementing a plan to modernize the tank to a modern level. This large-scale plan is aimed at ensuring that the French army is at the forefront in the field of military technology. The contract for €330 million provides for the purchase of 200 modernized Leclerc XLR tanks and 18 armored recovery vehicles. Moreover, all updates must be made before 2028 year. They want to keep Leclerc in working order until the 2040th year, so that it will continue to remain the basis of the defense of France. So, let's take a closer look at this tank. Leclerc was introduced in 1991 year and completely turned all ideas about him. It was intended to replace the Hay MX-30 series and was named after General Philippe Jacques Leclerc, who was one of the main actors in the armored forces of France in World War II. Production of Leclerc began in December 1991 and already in January 1992. The French army began to receive the first samples. In total, more than 850 such tanks were produced, and France, the United Arab Emirates and Jordan became the largest buyers. Although France acquired only 222 units, Leclerc has established itself as one of the most powerful and thoughtful tanks. The UAE has 388 such tanks, and Jordan has an army of 80 tanks. The amazing feature of the Leclerc is that its incredible design allows for constant modernization, so that it cannot consistently compete with the latest models of tanks. Currently, the Scorpion program is aimed at preparing the tank for modern combat operations with increased firepower, armor, and mobility. Leclerc XLR has received a number of very impressive upgrades that allow it to become a fourth-generation tank. This is quite a significant progress since most Western tanks, such as the original Leclerc, belonged only to the third generation. However, thanks to competent modernization, Leclerc XLR has made a big step forward in the field of combat operations. One of the problematic aspects of the modernization of old tanks is the fact that the strengthening of armor and the addition of technical means can lead to their complete shutdown. While tanks such as the M1 Abrams continued to struggle with this problem, Nexter Systems did a great job of maintaining the balance for the French tank in such a way that it did not lose mobility. Leclerc retained his fantastic firepower, in particular, thanks to the powerful 120mm smoothbore cannon, CN 100-2026. This gun is just a beast. It is equipped with a thermal casing and purging with compressed air to remove fuel vapors. And reloading a tank is something amazing. 22 rounds of ammunition are already loaded and ready for use as soon as the need arises. The tank uses two main types of ammunition: armor-piercing feathered subcaliber shells that fly at a speed of 1,790 meters per second, and high-explosive anti-tank shells that fly at a speed of 1,000 to 100 meters per second. In addition, Nexter has introduced new high-explosive shells H and H3M, which can be programmed to defeat, delay, or explode in the air. And if that doesn't impress you, then on top of that, Leclerc XLR has a twin 12.7mm machine gun next to the main gun and a remote-controlled weapon station with a 7 and 62mm machine gun on the turret. The location remained almost the same as before. The driver is in front, the tower is in the middle, and the engine is behind. However, several significant improvements have been added to the armor. The new tank received additional armor modules for the turret and hull, as well as a massive passive armor panel in front. To protect against grenade launcher hits, mesh armor was added to the rear of the tank, covering the engine compartment. With all these improvements, Leclerc weighs about 57 tons. Its length is about 10 meters with a cannon in front, width a little less than 4 meters, and height 2.5 meters. So even with the extra armor, the Leclerc XLR is still extremely maneuverable. It has the same power plant, namely a Kyber bar diesel engine with a capacity of 1,500 horsepower. This engine is paired with a fully automatic transmission that provides 5 forward and 2 reverse gears, as well as a hydrostatic transmission. The tank develops a maximum speed of 72 km per hour on the road and 50 km per hour off-road, and the power reserve is about 615 kilometers. He can overcome vertical obstacles with a height of 1 meter 20 centimeters, move a ditch 3 meters wide, and cope with a slope of 60%. And you just won't believe how many new things have appeared in Leclerc XLR in terms of technology. The tank has an open electronic architecture, which is connected to the new tactical combat radio system and the Scorpion information and command system. It perfectly copes with the task of tracking everything that is happening and can interact with other Scorpion systems such as Griffin, Jaguar, and Serval. Also, the developers did not forget to add burst protection against improvised explosive devices to the Leclerc XLR, which suppresses radio signals used to detonate homemade bombs. The laser warning system has also received a major improvement by combining with the Galax multispectral passive counteraction system. This system provides reliable protection against laser-guided attacks and is equipped with 24 launch tubes to create multi-band smoke screens that hide the tank from targeted fire. Another significant improvement is the improved aiming and fire control system. The tank has retained a high-tech fire control system equipped with a thermal imaging camera module, a laser system for determining the firing range, as well as stable gunner and commander sights. The gunner's sight is equipped with a gyro stabilization system, ultra-precise digital sensors, and a thermal imaging camera, with the ability to detect targets at long distances. The commander has a panoramic sight with a second-generation night vision system, which allows you to quickly detect targets in any conditions. All of these components provide Leclerc with confidence in victory on the battlefield. And now let's compare the Leclerc XLR with American and European tanks in terms of firepower, mobility, armor, and other technical aspects. The German Leopard 2A7 and the American M1 Abrams are, in fact, Leclerc's main competitors in the armies of Western countries. It is these tanks that are the best at home when it comes to armored vehicles. So, as firepower, all 3 tanks use 120mm smoothbore guns. Leclerc XLR retained its CN 120-26 cannon, which is extremely effective and perfectly penetrates armor. Leopard 2A7 is equipped with a 120mm Rheinmetall L55 cannon. Moreover, it has a slight advantage since its barrel is slightly longer and muzzle velocity and penetration ability are better. And finally, M1 Abrams has a 120mm smoothbore gun M256. Created on the basis of the Rheinmetall L44, but shorter and, as a rule, not as powerful as the German one. But it's mobility that's crucial, right? Leclerc XL is famous for its incredible power-to-weight ratio. It is equipped with a diesel engine with a capacity of 1,500 horsepower and weighs about 57 tons, which provides a power-to-weight ratio of about 26 horsepower per ton, making it one of the most maneuverable modern tanks. The Leopard also has an engine with a capacity of 1,500 horsepower. However, it is a little heavier, 67 tons, so it does not rotate as fast. But let's not lose sight of Abrams. It is equipped with a Honeywell IT gas turbine engine of 1,500 with a capacity of 1,500 horsepower. But it's a little heavy, about 66 to 70 tons. But thanks to the engine, it accelerates quite quickly, despite the fact that it consumes fuel like crazy. If we talk about armor, then Abrams is considered one of the most tenacious tanks. Thanks to its super powerful composite CHAFM armor and additional layers of depleted uranium. And the Leopard boasts its impressive modular composite armor, providing increased protection from mines. But only Leclerc really made an incredible leap in its development, having received such updates as modular armor, an anti-cumulative screen for protection against RPG and a jamming system for combating improvised explosive devices. At the same time, both Abrams and Leopard have quite good frontal armor, but so far, only Leclerc has managed to achieve an absolute balance between armor and mobility. In general, the Leclerc XLR can safely be called an outstanding car. After all, it has exceptional mobility, impressive electronic systems, and powerful modular armor. However, the Leopard 2A7 and the M1 A2 Abrams are still in serious competition, still being the best in various aspects of modern tank battles. In this regard, looking into the future, France and Germany are already jointly developing the main ground combat system, which will replace such tanks as the Leclerc and Leopard 2. However, do not expect that the new generation tank will be available on the market before the 2040th year. Currently, the Leclerc XLR is a transitional vehicle between what we have today and the main combat system. That will appear in the near future and will include technologies that are likely to affect subsequent changes. With enhanced firepower, armor and mobility, as well as advanced network functions, the Leclerc XLR demonstrates that it is one of the best tanks of our time, supporting the French army in the battles of the 21st century. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. What do you think about the new Leclerc XL tank? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to receive notifications about new releases.